Okay, hi everyone, my name is Jorge, and in this video I'm going to tell you about what psycholinguistic is. Well, psycholinguistic is the study of the language and the mind and how do we acquire a language. Well, in psycholinguistic we have first language and second language acquisition. For first language we have four principal theories. The first theory is the children learning, and this theory says that the children learn a language, their first language, while they are growing up. So we have predictability, learning through imitation, and creativity. This says that before the first word, the children cannot, or the baby cannot speak. So the baby just show what he or she wants to say with gestures. Then we have babbling. The babbling are the sounds that the baby produce, and in this way the baby tries to communicate with the parents what the baby wants to say. And then when the baby is growing up more and around 1 year, the baby can say at least one word, and the baby can use this word to express whatever. It can, if the baby want milk, the baby just say milk, and using their face, the baby make gestures that show more easily to their parents what the baby wants to communicate. And then around 2 years, the baby can use more words. The baby can use at least 50 words, but cannot make more complex structures. But when the baby or the kid is around 4 years old, the kid can give commands and ask questions and make more complex structures and create stories. So then we have three other theories for first language acquisition. First one is behaviorist theories, and these theories says that we learn, or the language learning is the result of imitation, practice, feedback and success, and habit formation. This means that first we see other people talking and we listen to them, so we try to imitate what they are doing, and then we practice and we do it once and once again, and finally after practice we form an habit. So then we have the second theory. This is the innate theories. This theory was made by Chomsky. Chomsky said that the behaviorist theory was not enough for learning language. So he says that we all, before we were born, we had a brain device. He called them lab, that is language acquisition device. And this device helped us to learn a language before we were born. And we have another theory. This is the interactionist theories. This theory says that we learn a language when we interact with other people, and we repeat what they say or what they do, and we learn from the other people. So if you used to say something in a way and then you have a conversation with someone else, you will start to talk the way that these people do. And then we have the second language acquisitions, and in second language we have the Krashen theories or hypothesis. The first hypothesis is acquisition and learning. In acquisition we have that we learn unconscious, and the language that we learn is more informal, and we just pick it up from the context. But with learning, this means that we learn consciously, and is a more formal language. And we learn from a teacher or an expert that teaches how to speak or how the language really works. And then we have the second hypothesis. This is the natural order. This hypothesis says that first we have receptive skills and then productive skills. So first we learn from the simplest and then we go to the most complex. The third hypothesis is the input and output. In input, the teacher provides to the students all the knowledge, and with output is when the student just produce by themselves what the teacher have taught. Then we have the monitor hypothesis. This hypothesis says that the student is the one who's monitor what he or she is learning. This hypothesis focuses on 3 points. These are enough time, focus on the form, and know the rule. Enough time means that first the student have a silent period, and the student is just like receiving the knowledge and just listening and seeing what the teacher does, and then focus on the form. This means that the student analyze what have listened and what has seen from the teacher, and then know the rule. That is when the student finally use what has learned in a real context. And finally, we have the last one, hypothesis. This is the affective filter hypothesis. This hypothesis says that when the teacher and the student have a good relation, the student have a better learning. So when the student and the teacher that don't get along well, the student puts barriers, and these barriers rise when the teacher tries to teach something to the student. But when they get along well, these barriers go lower, and so the student have a better learning. And so that's all for this video, and thank you for watching.